everybody, this is Jennifer with Northwest Stamper, and today I wanted to share with you Paper Pumpkin, which is a project kit that comes in the mail. It's a subscription service that Stampin' Up! Has, and I've been getting it since the very, very beginning. So it was 2 years ago in March, I think it was, that they started this program. And let me tell you, if you haven't tried it in a while, or you only saw the early ones, it has come a long way. This is a great gift. This is a fun thing that it comes in your mail each month. It's a box, always this size, and inside you always get a surprise. You never know in advance what it is. You always get at least 1 or 2 ink spots. These are little 1-inch squares with the latest inks in them, and they promise that they will not recycle, or so far they've said that they don't recycle the colors in a 12-month period. So over the course of 12 months, you will get anywhere from between 12 and 24 unique colors that you can use in your projects. You also get a stamp set that is a photopolymer set, and these are exclusive to these kits. You can't buy them anywhere else, and they've had some really cute ones lately. And then you have your project kit, which makes a number of projects. It looks like this one's going to make 8 cards and envelopes, and it has everything pre-cut, all the accessories and embellishments you need. It comes with glue dots. The only things that you need is some adhesive and some scissors. Now, I was so excited when I got a sneak peek, because some people got theirs early and posted it, of this one. And so I had to show you not only how to make this, but I maybe thought I'd show you a couple other fun ideas you could try too. So let's get to it and play with our paper pumpkin. Okay, so once you have your kit, which by the way, you can only get it either as a subscription, or you can get it with a prepaid subscription. So a monthly subscription just means it charges you each month. You can cancel at any time. You can skip a month whenever you need, like if you're going out of town for 3 weeks and don't want to have it sitting there waiting, just skip it. Or you can do a prepaid subscription, which lets you get 1, 3, 6, or 12 months paid in advance, and it actually saves you a little bit of money in some of those cases. And if you do it right now through the end of the month, I actually have a little bonus goodie for you guys as a thank you from me. But when you get it, inside it has some basic instructions. There's usually a video. If you are subscribed with me, I have a Paper Pumpkin group that I've just started up, so we'll be sharing information and various project ideas as well there. So in here, it's telling me that I can start with the flower card or the banner card. What they have, so with the banner card, is they actually gave you the envelopes in advance. And the nice thing is they've actually put adhesive on it already, so I can take off that adhesive and glue it down. But these are just your liners, because what's an envelope without a cute little inner liner? So all you're gonna do is just glue this in here. I would probably, it has a little adhesive there, so you could glue it there, but I would probably put it down here. And then, well, no, that doesn't look good. I would probably put it up there. So I don't know why they have that glued out there, but what you would do is you would just take your adhesive, my little tape runner here, throw it on the back. The nice thing is do this while it's open. So you can just go adhesive, adhesive, and then down on the sides. The nice thing is, because it's going to be in your envelope, you don't have to get too heavy on your adhesive down here. And I'll probably do one across the middle. And then I would just line up so that it's evenly spaced. I'm going to pull that off. Up here, so that we just have a nice little, here, I'll put this under here so you can see what I'm doing. So I just have this lined up nicely, about like so. Stick it down. And then you can always, when you fold this over, that helps give you that crease line so that it'll be nice in there. And then we just peel off this adhesive, fold it down, peel off this adhesive, fold it up. And now you have a cute envelope all ready to go for all of your banner cards. So since we started with that envelope, let's start making that banner card. So these pieces all go over to this other card. So what they have us do is start by taking some of these. I'm just going to pop out these little wooden pennants. Aren't they so stinking cute? Well, that'll be enough to start for now. You'll get the general idea. And then, oh, you got to be careful because these are very lightweight. See, I just broke one of my stars because I was being a little bit eager. So I would just pop with your whole finger and try to be just kind of gentle. And some of these stars might be a little bit finicky. So just sort of be gentle, try to keep your whole finger on it, and then you can pop these out. You might take, if you have, I didn't grab one, a pencil, like one of those old for school with the big fat erasers. You could use that to help push, but just sort of hold support on the bottom and then push down. I'm pushing down on the outer piece while I'm holding and pushing up in the middle. And so that's just helping push my wood away without breaking the points of my star. And I had that out and it just doesn't want to pop. There we go. Okay, so there's some stars, including my broken one. There's some banner pieces. And then you're going to go over here to your sticker sheet and we're going to grab some of these fun stickers. So these will all fit on here. So I'm going to just start with one. And these are all adhesives, and peel away again so that it gets, the sticker comes off nicely. And so this just lines up and it fits. I should have put this up here on where you can actually see what I'm doing. Put this on here. Whoops. I of course didn't get that down nicely. So you can just wiggle it a little over. There we go. So one of these here you can use. This is light. It's almost like paper. I really love it. So you can just put a little bit of your adhesive on there. You can go the other way. The nice thing is they cut this white piece of paper so that it pretty much exactly fits. So line up your points on the end. And then we're just going to build out with more of these triangles in a way that looks cute to you. Okay, once you've glued these all down, and make sure, the one thing I forgot to mention is make sure you leave a little bit of a gap in between all of your triangles, just to make sure they all fit. Then you can take, and they have this cute little banner card that you can just glue this straight down onto the top of. So just take your tape runner, do the same thing. If you have supplies at home, I would say use Stampin' Dimensionals because I am a sucker for anything that pops up. So I love pop-up things. So you might consider doing that as well. The thing is they give you the supplies to make these projects all on your own, but don't be afraid to use the supplies you have at home to step it up and make it even more fun. So then we're going to use this Happy Thoughts for You that we're going to stamp down here. So you have this stamp that you have the clear block. I'm using the one that I have for my, that I purchased aside from this, but you have the same size. This is the D block that you get for free with your kit. Now, I don't know if I mentioned this a minute ago. You get this ink spots. And if you're like me and you have full-size ink pads, I like to use my full-size ink pads and I save these and I use these for when I travel so they don't take up a lot of space. They're also great for gifts for other people because you can give them like a little stamp, give them some ink, and it's nice and compact. So I just ink this up and then you're just going to stamp him straight on here. Look at that, super cute. And then all you need to do is add a few of your little stars on here. I will use the glue dots that come in my kit. So they're in this little baggie. That's what these little guys are. These are glue dots. So you just peel off the backing, stick your item like the star on top, and then just peel up. And you can put him on here wherever you like. I'm trying to see. Oh, I do have little tiny other stars, so we'll stick him on here. And then we'll put on our other couple. We'll put on two more, just sort of to give you a little bit of flair. Okay, once you have your star done, then grab some of your twine, cut off a reasonable amount. This is probably roughly about 15 inches. Your mileage may vary, whatever seems like a good amount. But just tuck it into the crease. We're going to tie a little knot. You could tie a bow, but I don't think a bow fits. This just feels like a knot. So there, hold it tight with your finger if you can. Loop it through the middle, not around. And pull it tight. And there you go. Now you can just sort of trim off any excess. And you have a fun little card. Yay for that. That fits nicely in your little envelope here, your lined envelope. And you're done. And if you wanted, you could add extras of your stars. They're thin enough, you could glue them to the outside and they would make a cute little exterior. So that's the first card. Let's do the flower card next. Remember, you have all the supplies to make 4 of this card. And you have the supplies to make 4 of the flower card. Now, like the other one, it has a liner. Now, if this is the same liner as you can buy the envelope liner die that Stampin' Up! Has, and what I recommend is a little bit different than how I did that one because this envelope is already glued shut. What I like to do is tuck it in so there's no adhesive on here. Tuck it in, slide it down, and as you can see it slides all the way to the bottom and there's this weird, the spacing's all wrong. All you have to do is pull it back up to about where the bottom of the adhesive is. So you can see it all should sit nicely. If it's a little bit long, bring it down so that it's right at that score line. So I have it there. Now fold your envelope closed. So I still haven't put adhesive on, but I fold it closed so now I know exactly where that is. Now put your adhesive. So come in here and put a little bit of adhesive right on here. You don't need to worry about putting it on the part that's in the card. It's not like it's going anywhere. Just put it there, press it down, and now you have a nicely lined envelope for the card we're about to make. Now you have 4 of these sort of craft bases. And the first thing that you can do is we'll take our little flower here. Oh, they're so sticky, these photopolymers. They're great. So grab your same taupe ink pad. So ink it up. And if it gets on the inside, it should be fine. Stamp once on a piece of scrap paper and then stamp on here. That'll just make it a little bit lighter. And do this to kind of give you a nice little background. Isn't that cute? It's sort of a fun, funky flower. I like it. I can imagine using this for all kinds of other projects. Okay, so now we've made our background, so we can set this aside for a second. And we are going to build the inside. Now, if you don't have a bunch of supplies and you have this, I recommend either get the Stampin' Mist Cleaner or get some water. And I just spritz it, and something that's a towel or anything that's not going to fuzz, I just clean it out. And that keeps my stamps from staining and it keeps them really nice and clean. So just a little tip for you with that. Now for the rest of my card, we take the square. Here, I'll put this on here so you can see better. And we're going to go back over here to our stickers. And we are going to grab this sort of brown one. We'll put it up in the upper corner. Now, I should double check what I'm doing here. Yes, so one side is a little bit longer, one side's a little bit shorter. So this is the shorter goes on top, and you're just going to sort of evenly give yourself some even spacing. And then grab your other pieces and we will stick them down in a cute little grid pattern. And when you're all done, here's the beauty of the photopolymer, is that you can take your words. So now we're doing It's Your Day. Put them on our block. And I can do this last because I can see through my words, so I can see exactly what exactly I'm stamping. The only thing is it's also bendy, so you want to make sure you put it on your block straight. So put it here. I'm going to move away some of this stuff. Get it nice and inky. And stamp. There we go, look at that. So this guy, I have some dimensionals that came with it. It's going to go here. But that's kind of boring all by itself, right? We need to add a little bit more flair. So we're going to add some flowers that come right here. So we just pop these out. Pop out some leaves. And we'll pop out a little center. And because you don't want to cover up the cute little white that's there, they have this little decorative dots like in the middle of the flower. They give you this so that you can actually stick it on the back side. So what I would do, if you have two-way glue pen, that's my recommendation. So that's the pen, so you can draw around the circle. If you don't, I'll just show you. I would just use my tape runner all the way around. And I think I'm actually going to grab my two-way glue pen because tape runner is nice, glue pen is better. Okay. So you don't need extra adhesive, but if you have it, use it. So I'm just drawing around with my two-way glue pen. Stick on my circle. So now he'll show through nicely. And then do the same thing. If you have snail, use snail. If you have two-way glue pen, use two-way glue pen. And we're just going to add a little bit of adhesive on the bottom of one of the leaves. So you can stick him out one side. Maybe we'll stick him here. Do the same with the other guy. Oops. Stick him on there. And then we're going to go back. We have these cute little vintage buttons. Now they curve. They're indented on one side, which would be great if you have like rhinestones, candy dots, colors that you want to put in the middle. You could do that. See, they would go cute on there. But when you're putting them in the center here, like we're going to, you're going to want to do the rounded outside. And you're going to go back to your glue dots. If you do that and it peels up, that's fine. Just stick it on here. And then peel off the backing. And you can fit right there in the middle. And he's nice and cute. If you want, you could put glue dots on here and have him stick out so it's more domed. Either way's fine. Whoops. Apparently I didn't put enough adhesive on him. So I add a little more glue. It's always a question. How much is the right amount? Okay. Put him on there. All right, and then the last piece is take some of your twine again. They recommend 20 inches. I recommend however much seems like a good time. And then put, oh, I guess I should have done this the other way. Before you put your button down, which I did not think to do, you just want to add a little bit of your tape runner along the edges. There we go. Because now you can take your twine and I stick him in the middle and I loop him on one side, pressing him down into the tape runner, and then just loop. So you're just going to keep looping and sticking him to wherever your snail is until you get enough loops that you like how it looks. So I'm going to do that here for a second. Okay, once you have it how you like it, then you will just go back and grab your dimensionals, which are in your bag here, and just grab a few. And what I like to do is I like to put them down so that they overlap my twine, so they help hold it in place. So just stick it down so it's helping hold that down. And then of course add a few where it's a little bit more flat so that they all hold in place nicely. So then you can peel off the backing and stick it on your card. And grab a couple more dimensionals, and I might take these and cut them in half just because you don't need a ton. Put them around the edges and the corners. And you can pop these up and put it on the front of your card. See? Easy peasy. Then you have it in your little envelope and you have some cute cards all ready to go.